Resident Evil 2, a timeless classic and one of the best games in the franchise. And in this video today, we'll be discussing what if it had downloadable content / DLC, and what would that mean for what the game would have as feature-wise. And without further ado, let's begin. The first bit of DLC I think they would have is costumes. Costumes in the form of RE2 remake costumes similar to the ones that Origins of Species had, as well as adding a Mr. X skin for RE2 where he adds the fedora. And then also going into RE content, we can also see a low polygon version of the RE4 Leon and Ada costumes from RE4, as well as see a low polygon version of Claire's costume from Code Veronica. And also we could potentially see new game modes, or at least similar to what Battle Coliseum that Gemini is working on. And also, talking about that, here's some things that I do not want to see from Resident Evil 2 in the long run. Is probably microtransactions, like one playthrough where you have infinite ammo, one playthrough where you have every unlockable weapon, or one playthrough where you have infinite health, or something like along those lines, or at least where you're invincible and have infinite ammo for one round for the nearly cost of $1 per playthrough. And what if we were to get Resident Evil 1.5 content, like in the form of Elsa Walker's skin model for Claire Redfield, Ada and Claire's and Leon's models from all those stages of Resident Evil 1.5, as well as all the weapons that were shown that we did not get in Resident Evil 2, as well as, of course, the throwable grenades would be an awesome feature to see. And like in 1.5, what if we were to get, after completing the game once, for completing the game once, both A and B scenarios on any difficulty and any time, and under any certain time, we got to see, after completing both A and B's for both Leon and Claire, we got to play the 80% cut of Resident Evil 1.5. Many people would go to claim, oh, that's a completely different game in its own, and you're talking about a full game for a game that would have DLC. but with such games as Half-Life 2 and all of Telltale games, you can clearly see that there is extra options. And just like that, I would also really like to see a finished up, more polished game of Resident Evil 1.5 for that. And possibly an extra scenario where Claire escapes that version's Raccoon City, or an option to switch out enemies with 1.5 zombies like the zombie gorillas or the man spiders. I think those would be a good idea to add. Like, think of the possibilities of adding 1.5 content into Resident Evil 2. And that's it for this video. Hope you guys like it. Leave a like, subscribe, stay with the channel to learn more stuff about Resident Evil 1.5. And without all this being said, this is Resident Evil 1.5's nerd signing off. Let's hope we can reach 100 subscribers this year. I feel like this is going to be a good year for Resident Evil. And see you guys later. Bye.